fun fact for all of you Chibits, I was about to head to bed before this came out, and I would have missed it until tomorrow. Pretty much, I was just checking the regular anime site, see if anything came out, and right before I was heading to bed, like, there it was, Amagi Brilliant Park Episode 2 was out, and I'm like, wait, whoa, what? Why is this already out? Because, I mean, if I remember correctly, Episode 1 came out on a Monday. If I remember, it was Monday or Tuesday. Pretty much, I remember reviewing it earlier this week, and so I was like, okay, so Episode 2 is out on Thursday. Okay, so yeah, it's fan subs as usual. For some reason, there is no actual translation, real translation at the moment from official sources, so it's kind of upsetting. I had to listen to fan subs, but oh well. Anyways, this episode of Amagi Brilliant Park was very enjoyable. I enjoyed this episode a lot. I really did. And honestly, I enjoyed this episode a lot more than the first episode. And that's saying something. I actually really enjoyed the first episode quite a bit. And you see this episode, it showed us the conflict, and it brought up a couple plot points that we could probably expect later on down the road that will come into effect for some form of drama and conflict with this series. For one thing, okay, we find out that the mascots, you know, Muffle and his entire gang, the pink cat or whatever, and all the stuff like that, well, we find out that they have to wear these amulets that can cause it to where they can have a different appearance when they walk out of the park. For instance, I'm guessing they look like they're humans. I want to take a guess and say they look like they're humans when they go and leave the park. And so, I feel like this is going to be a major plot point later on. Eventually, something's going to happen to those amulets to cause it to where the mascots will be seen, and then all of humanity might find out something about Maple Land. I'm just going to be honest right now. Now, speaking of Maple Land, I noticed a couple of Chibits, a bunch of Chibits, say like, whoa, is this Canada? I heard a lot of Chibits post that in the comments of my last review, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I didn't actually realize the similarities between Maple Land of Canada and this anime series. I'm like, oh my god. And then another thing I didn't realize too that a bunch of Chibits pointed out, could be incorrect or not, but a bunch of Chibits told me that the Muffle, the freaking weird mouse-looking mascot, well, pretty much I found out that that mascot was actually from Full Metal Panic, which I've never watched. I've never watched the series, but I was told that that mascot is in Full Metal Panic. And the funny thing is, last episode, we had our main male character, Seiya, say like he's a ripoff. And the reason why he got so upset over that is because he's actually a character taken out of Full Metal Panic. And, you know, that's the reason why he doesn't like being called a ripoff, because technically it's the same character from two different series, the exact same carbon copy. So it's funny seeing something like that, and the way the actual mangaka of the series wrote that in to kind of jab at, you know, its earlier series. Pretty funny. I really like that a lot. Overall, though, this episode had a better animation quality. I think it had a better budget than the first episode. I want to say that right now. The budget of this episode looked a lot better, especially with certain scenes, and the conflict that was introduced, especially with the park, of how it's going to be shut down in 3 months, and pretty much we have met our enemy. For instance, the Amagi organization or whatever, they pretty much were talking to Seiya, our main male character, and our assistant manager, our main female character, talking to them and saying that you need to get like 250,000, you know, customers in a certain specific date, and you best try to pack up now and make sure you get ready to leave this park, because there's no way in fucking hell you're going to be able to get that many customers in that time, let alone even when summer break comes around for 2 weeks. So pretty much everything is looking very bleak for the amusement park. It really is, but it's going to turn around. I know for a fact it's going to turn around. I'm willing to bet it. I mean, I'm willing to place money on that. It's going to be fine. With the ending of this episode, it leaves us on a cliffhanger, showing us that Seiya is remodeling the place. For instance, he tells everybody that the park is shut down for today. We are going to be cleaning it up, and pretty much all the amusement rides and stuff are going to be fixed and repaired. As we saw in the first episode with all the different rides, they were in terrible shape. Some were misaligned with the rails. It was all fucked up and so many different things, but the food was good. So I think that he's going to use the entire day or maybe an entire week to fix the park up and make it actually work. Like, I mean, the entire water fountain doesn't even have fucking water coming out of it. I mean, that right there needs to be freaking fixed, okay? When you don't even have your water fountain, having freaking water coming... when you don't even have water coming out of your fountain, your fucking fountain, the freaking entrance, there's a problem. There's a fucking problem. So, that needs to be fixed, okay? Forget about the amusement rides and the fucking food. Let the customer starve. Fix the water fountain, okay? Fix the water fountain. It's the aesthetics. It's how it looks. Doesn't matter if it runs like shit. Just fix the aesthetics. Because people will come in for the aesthetics. That's why some people love Glass Lip so much. So, anyways. Okay. episode, I really enjoyed. Like I said earlier, I've enjoyed this episode. It was fun, and can't wait for next episode, really. I'm looking forward to it. You gotta love the entire narcissistic type attitude our main male character has. The way he's like, yeah, boy, yeah, I'm a badass. You all gotta listen to me. Pretty much like that. I really like that. That was really funny, and it was cool. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this episode of Amagi Brilliant Park. I mean, did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.